Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome back to the Battle for Wesnoth campaign, Eastern Invasion. In our last episode, we continued making our way through Scenario 15, and we were successful in eliminating the first of our three opponents that we need to eliminate. Now that opponent was located here, and thankfully we got the kill and we didn't lose any of our main units, which is very, very reassuring because I think I'm going to need all of them going forward. Things got really nasty because obviously when we alert the enemy commander, they recruit a batch of units and then come after us. But the other problem is that when you alert them, a huge wave of undead that are in the swamps wake up and start attacking you as well. So we were getting hit from kind of every direction. We also got hit with a wave of ghouls coming from the north here. I'm not sure if that's entirely because my little fencer up here had activated them, or if they would have, woken up and attacked me anyway. But either way, that made things pretty darn challenging. However, we're going to just do our best to keep things rolling here and see if we can make our way now, I guess, to the west. Before we jump into the episode proper, I did just want to give a quick shout out to Ratch Nuruddin, who had left an excellent comment on the previous episode. Now, Nuruddin had pointed out that one thing I do need to do is kind of shift the way I think about Dason. It's so easy to continue to think of him as like a main healer, like a full white mage, and of course we know he isn't. One question did come up about his Shadow Wave attack, specifically the element type, and it is arcane damage, so that is reassuring in that it should still be pretty effective against the undead. You can see a plus 40% on the Soulless and Walking Corpse units. So that's good at least. It means he is still an effective unit to use in battle against the undead, but we do have to be very careful because, of course, he obviously can't heal poison. We've gotten to see the nasty effects of my units getting poisoned by all these ghouls that are popping up, so we just have to keep that in mind. Nuruddin also suggested that I could potentially use my paladin to go out and start trying to reclaim villages here. That being said, I'm a bit hesitant to do that because I feel like I'm going to need the paladin kind of all hands on deck to do the main fights against the enemy commanders, one of which we know is here, and the other one we know is up top here. We're going to have to make our way all the way across here through this swampy area and then down into this southwest citadel, which we do know has a skeletal dragon. That could be quite dangerous, so I feel like having our paladin with us is just going to be important. That said, I don't want to keep running this massive gold deficit, but I'm also thinking maybe if we can get an early finish bonus that's substantial, that might cancel things out and sort of still give us some gold to work with in the next scenario. As always, a big thank you for the excellent comments and suggestions. We're going to jump into the episode here and see what we can do. So last time around, we ended things. Our white mage was poisoned, and so thankfully we are going to try to cure that poison here from the village. Now down here, we did have a bit of a mess. We have a corpse and a soulless coming towards us. Thankfully, Grog is on the village getting some good healing, and our bowman is here. We do have to be careful with this rune master because, again, he did pick up the Bane Blade, and so if he gets attacked, he could end up in a kind of bad situation where he's in a berserk loop. So we're going to want to probably keep that in mind because we don't want him getting killed off, unnecessarily. Thankfully, he can't get attacked either way, so we should be okay. I think what we'll do here is we'll try to move to optimize healing. So, because realistically, I think what we're going to do is we're going to kind of go up and around and then head straight down this path, capturing villages as we go to hopefully recoup some of this gold cost. So let's just jump up here with Dason to get the healing benefits. Oh, you know what, though? One thing is this paladin, maybe we will leave Dason here, actually, because we do want the paladin to start getting some healing, and currently the paladin cannot, does not have any healing where it's currently standing, so we might actually have to leave Dason there. You know what, we'll put him over here. At least that way he's still getting the healing from the paladin, and the paladin will get a little bit of healing, and then we can move over this way. And I think we'll leave these units where they are, because that way at least we're on the village and we can kind of, absorb the attack, hopefully. Up here, we've done everything we can, so we will end our turn and see what comes of this. Oh, there's those ghosts taking our villages, as usual. Oh, no! Oh, that's brutal. So our healer, our merfolk healer, just got poisoned. That really does seem to be fairly par for the course at this point, though, where these units are just popping out of the swamp to give us grief. Ideally, I'd love to get the kill with this citizen to try to get a level up if I could. I do have to be kind of careful, though, so maybe we just blast with light beam, and then it's like, what kind of damage can we do? 7 by 3, so it's not going to be enough to even get the kill, so... Another option here, this would only be a 34% chance of getting the kill versus this is a 65. I think we'll just do this, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I'm actually kind of hoping it doesn't get the kill. Okay, it did. That's fine. Okay, then we'll park there, and then next turn we'll send our mermaid over to a village to try to get rid of that poison effect. One thing I think I will do here with Owiek is I might... wonder if I should start heading down to maybe try to grab these villages. I don't want to get too close to the citadel, though. I don't want to trigger things before I'm ready. Maybe we'll send our halberdier up just to go and try to grab that village. We could head back over here, I suppose. Although we want to keep this village unoccupied. You know what, though? We might actually head down to this one now that I think about it. So, maybe we will go over. Yeah, let's just sit there for a turn. We can always move back to this village if needed. Okay, now over here, we've got to clean things up a little bit. So, the Soulless is the more dangerous unit by a little bit, I suppose. So maybe it would be a one-shot kill either way, but let's go here maybe. Nice. And then we can step down and blast with our bow. Very nice. Now our Rune Master, again, we do have to be very careful, like I said, so we can start moving up this way, I think. We can kind of move through here to catch everybody as they start moving around. Now our Mage of Light, we do want to keep healing, and so that's where I think having the Paladin or Dason in with the Mage of Light is going to be important, because we need the Mage to keep healing as we move. So let's just get everybody around the Mage here as best we can. Ooh, there is another ghoul coming down. That's annoying. All right, we'll go here and there. Gweddry. Oh, and unfortunately, I didn't realize that, but that's kind of annoying that Dason can't quite make it up that way. So we'll send Dason here. We'll have him kind of go across and meet the group as they come down. Okay. I think that's good. So we'll end it there. Shoot. Okay, I was really hoping we'd actually get that kill, but that's fine. It's good healing there. That's really nice. Yeah, this ghoul, it would be nice to get the kill. I just don't want to... I don't necessarily want to leave a unit behind to kind of deal with it. Up here, I think what we'll do is we'll go like this and then blast with our arrow just to get the finish. Oh, nice. I was going to say if we even do get the finish, that is. Grog is in kind of rough shape. He could probably stay on the village one more turn. I think what we'll do is we'll move our Rune Master up this way. And then let's just advance. We might as well keep moving. I don't think it's going to be worth us trying to stay back to deal with this single ghoul. I don't want to delay things any further. So what we'll hopefully do is whoever the rear guard is, maybe we can have Dason finish him off or something using his magic attack. It is nice that Dason's attack is still arcane damage. That makes a big difference. This would be a lot harder if his attack was cold based, as we, there was some question about whether it was. That would make things harder because obviously the undead have cold resistance generally. So yeah, I think one more turn here for Grog isn't the worst thing ever, just to get a little bit more health back. We want to keep our white mage generally pretty surrounded just in case more units pop up. But also, of course, then for the healing benefit. I think what we'll do is we will move down towards this village as best we can here. Kind of like this. Yeah, and I was just going to say, hopefully we don't accidentally trigger anything. There we go. All right, and then next turn we'll jump to the village to try to cure the poison. Up here we can grab this village again. I mean, that ghost is just going to come back and steal it one more time, but at least we're doing something. Meanwhile, OEX just going to get back to full health here fairly quickly. Yeah, this is looking not horrible, so we'll end it there. Let's see what this ghoul does. Okay, good. I'm glad it actually moved that way. That makes things a little easier. Okay, great. So now I'm thinking we use Dason to just kind of blast him with some shadow magic here. Shadow wave. Oh, man. Wow, that was brutal. That really didn't go very well. Dason's probably going to get poisoned now by this guy. I mean, he'll survive. It's just going to be annoying. Maybe we should have somebody else help out. I mean, I could go here and use crossbow, but that's not going to get the kill. I don't really want to hold up the healing train here with the white mage, but that said, maybe it's a good idea just so Dason doesn't get poisoned. Yeah, that's annoying. That's really, really annoying. If we'd have done more damage, I'd feel better sending a melee unit over to just get the finish. Although, you know what? Grug can get a one-hit kill, potentially. The odds of him getting poisoned are pretty high, though. You know what? Alright, this is annoying, but let's just do this. It'll slow us down a little, but it's safer for Dason. And it still gives everybody a chance to heal. We can just group up around him, as we were already doing. There we go. Alright, so it slowed us down a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. Our bowman, meanwhile, can start kind of scouting a little bit ahead. We might as well leave Grog here one more turn now that we've had to slow down a bit. So this group here, okay, we're going to the village. That's going to be important to get our poison removed. I could maybe try and go for this, but I feel like that's a bit of a potential death sentence because I don't want this unit in all by himself getting ambushed. So we could maybe head down here with Owiek. He's reasonably healthy now. He can get that last bit of healing from the mermaid diviner. Alright, so I think that's going to do it. Now it's just going to be... The name of the game is movement here. We're just going to move as far as we can every turn. Kind of sticking with the white mage. That's really the main... Our main unit to stay with here. Okay, and then Dason is full health, which is nice. So he's a little bit more flexible here, which is really good. And our ogres have quite good movement, which is also awesome. Okay, Grog is pretty healthy, so he can start moving up with the group now. And then Dason as well can stick with everybody. Our bowman can be the lead here. And it's nice because we do have that bow attack to thin out any ambushes that do happen. Got to be careful not to get too far ahead with the bowman, but I still think that's probably okay. So the mermaid is probably fine sitting there. What I might start doing then is just kind of cruising over just to see. Yeah, and that's what I was waiting for, is an ambush of some kind. See if we can get lucky here. Nice, good kill. We're going to have to clear that way out anyway eventually, so might as well work on it while we can. I think what we'll probably do is in the next turn or two, we'll start moving the halberdier down. We could even get ourselves a little base set up here on this village just to kind of get things started. And what I might even do is go over and grab these villages with my merfolk units here. Once our diviner is healthier, we need to get that health back first, but... And yeah, I mean, as soon as I leave this, I'm sure that ghost will just come right back, but... You know what? Actually, on that note, I am going to just start moving down. Like, it's nice to hold the village, but I'd rather get my units kind of in better position to actually start being more productive. So, you know, in terms of combat, that is. Oh, that frickin' ghoul. Uh-oh. Well, this isn't good. So our bowman is now getting ambushed. We might have put him up a little too far on his own here. Lliah's getting sandwiched pretty good too. My goodness, look at this. It's just an undead frenzy. Oh man, that really sucks. Thankfully he's not, you know, totally penned in, but definitely not an ideal situation for us. White mage can go to here, which is going to dictate where we move some of our units at least. We'll keep Dason back here with the Rune Master just to provide healing there. And then I think what we'll do, we can have a unit go up there, so that might be a good spot for Gweddry with his crossbow here. Try and help out. Nice. And then we can step up like this and get the kill here. Excellent. Paladin can go up here just to heal Gweddry a little bit, and then we'll have to start working on our bowman, who's now a bit worse for wear. Everybody else will just stick with our mage as usual. Kruta is in really good shape. Not quite full health, but very close. So he can just stick with Dason, get a little bit of healing there, and that should be enough to get him almost back to full health. So as I said, excuse me, the diviner, we're just going to stay there for another turn or two to get our healing. Now, Oiek, again, not in a great spot here, does have the poison. I think what we'll do is we'll move up and kill the Soulless if we can, because this ghoul is pretty nasty. There we go. All right, now the ghoul's going to attack Oiek for sure, but we should be able to bail him out with a diviner if needed. We've also got the halberd unit coming down to assist, so I think we'll be okay. But man, that poison is just terrible. It really makes things difficult. All right, we'll end it there. Yeah, and that's exactly what I was expecting. Oh, that's really good. So we got a one-hit kill. Makes things a little bit easier for us, thankfully. I think we'll use our paladin actually to grab this village while we're at it here. Might as well. Could also just jump up here and try to kill this ghost. Don't hate that idea. Again, we have to be careful we don't overextend our bowman, but I think we'll be okay here. Come on, one more hit. Yeah. Lord Galen, I have failed you. It's kind of interesting. The ghosts seem to retain a little more of who they were than the other undead. Sort of like tortured souls, I guess. That sort of makes sense. Okay, so then everybody else is just going to keep on moving as we've been doing. Alright, excellent. Yeah, our dwarf is a little bit more movement challenged, and so we'll have to kind of be a little bit more cautious there, but should be okay. So now Oiek can just retreat back to the village, get some healing going, which is good. Over here, I think we're healthy enough. We'll do one more turn just to get back to full health, and then we can maybe go over and start looking at these villages a bit more closely. Again, I think it would be nice to grab them. I mean, these ghosts are just going to keep stealing things from me, but, I mean, we might as well grab villages where we can, so... Okay. I think that's good. We'll end it there. All right, so thankfully, fairly uneventful turn flip here. Let's see what else happens. I think we'll take our diviner, go over here. Maybe we'll wait one more turn before we grab this, because I'm sure this is going to trigger something right here. And if we grab this one, I'm guessing one of these tiles is going to have something pop up. So in an abundance of caution, we'll wait until we have the diviner able to move as well. Because I don't want this citizen getting killed when we're kind of close to leveling up and getting a new unit, so... Or a stronger unit, I guess I should say. Now here, this wouldn't be bad, but I'm guessing we're going to get ambushed. I don't know, though. Let's go see. Oh, yeah, of course. There we go. Try for the kill here. Nice. That's too bad. So our paladin just got locked up, which kind of slows things down a little. Everybody else can just move pretty far here, as far as we can. White mage is going to keep going. Gweddry's now full health, so we don't have to worry too much about sticking with the mage. I will keep units kind of around the mage just to provide that extra protection. The bowman could go for the village, but I'd rather just play it safe, get the healing, make sure we're, in a good, secure position. Again, the dwarf is the one falling behind just because we don't have that full movement. So I think I'll actually keep Dace in here. And you know what? If the dwarf is behind, it just kind of is what it is. I'm not too upset about that. As I said, it's unfortunate because in this scenario, it really does feel like that Baneblade is almost more of a liability than it is a benefit. Obviously, if I really need to get a kill and I don't have a good way to do it, as in, like, I can't do enough damage in a single turn, it could be a massive benefit. But it still kind of feels like it could be a death sentence for a unit, right? Because if they just keep getting attacked over and over by a bunch of units popping out of the swamp like this, it can put you in a really dangerous position. Nice, there's that leadership playing a role. Okay, so let's grab this. Oh, as I say that, something pops out of the swamp here. Yeah, there we go. We'll wait another turn here, and then we'll grab the village, I guess. Let's see, our halberd unit. Let's just move on through. Honestly, I was expecting him to get ambushed, but so far, nothing. Yeah, we have to be very careful. We don't want to accidentally trigger the vision range prematurely. And we don't want eyes on the enemy base until we're good and ready to start attacking it. I think what we'll do then is we'll send Grog up. Well, you know what? We should send somebody else to trigger the ambush, just in case there is one. Oh, there's another one. Holy. Okay, good kill from Dason. Go here. Oh, yeah, there's another one. Holy. Okay, White Mage is going to go here and do some Light Beam. Nice work. And then we can step up here and probably get a kill with our crossbow. Excellent. Okay, that makes things a little bit easier. And then now let's head over. Okay, we got eyes on that ghost. Send Grug up. Bowman can stay with our mage for the healing. Dwarf is just going to keep on advancing. Paladin, I think, will come down and get some healing from our white mage, because, again, the Paladin's in... actually, the Paladin's very close to leveling up, so... once we get a bit of healing, we could charge in and try to get a kill somewhere, and that would be enough for us to heal. Nice kind of consolidating. All our units are moving together towards this kind of area, which is going to make things easier for us. So, that was one of the previous suggestions on the earlier. Oh, this could be bad. Oh, good, he's getting hits. But here you can see, like, that berserk almost got our dwarf killed, or, you know, got him in a bad spot. Nice, good kill there. Oh, see again, like, look at this. Oh no, and our citizen is now in a dangerous position. Yeah, this is really not good. We really have to bail him out. I think we probably want to try... I mean, it'd be good to kill the ghoul, but there's no guarantee we're going to get the kill with light beam. I mean, our odds are only 24% versus... the good thing is we can get out of there. Like, we don't need to stay. That might actually be the safer play, is to just pull back. Heal up a little bit. Like, go here, maybe. We just want to be kind of out of their range. Like that. What I want is for them to step out into the water, and then I can safely attack them. Okay. So now, let's see. Kruta can go as far as possible here. There's that ghost again. Grug, we can advance. Grog being on the village is not the worst thing ever, because he's getting some healing. He can also just stay with the white mage, though. Ooh, and there's another unit in the swamp here. Nice, good kill. We did take a bit of damage, but we will heal most of that. Then our paladin can move up. Oh, you know what? I forgot that our dwarf is poisoned. Geez, see, that complicates things a little bit. I think we'll just hope that he doesn't get attacked too badly, and we'll just keep moving him up in the rear. None of these units can get to him this turn anyway, so... And then we'll get him to the village, hopefully next turn, to cure the poison. Okay, and then let's tiptoe across the bridge here with Grug. Meanwhile, our halberdier can grab the village. OEX almost back to full health, so we'll maybe wait one more turn at least to get some more health, and then we'll start bringing him forward as well. Gweddry can move across the bridge a little bit. Alright, that's pretty good. We'll end it there. So we're at turn 26 of 75, so I'd say we're in... Oh, that's annoying. Oh, and this is potentially a death sentence here. As I said, I really do feel like the blade is a liability at this point. And of course, the problem now is that these units are moving in, and our dwarf is going to get killed if we don't help. So we actually do need to do something here. I will say that the blade still does have its usefulness, though, so I don't want to just, like, abandon it or bail on it, but one thing we could do here... Ooh, we'd have to hit both, though, to get the kill. I was going to say, we know that our paladin is soon to level up, so... Actually, so is our bowman, very close to leveling. You know what? If our paladin gets the kill here, we'll level. I definitely want the Rune Master on the village. Dason won't be able to move this turn anyway, so he's not getting cured unless we reorient our mage. Oh, nice, and up here we have a chance to get this kill. That's perfect, and then we can get the finish right here. Nice, and no poison. And there we go, very close to leveling. Alright, so... I think actually maybe our bowman should get in there and do some work. I don't want to hold the movement train up here, but I also don't want to lose my units unnecessarily if I don't have to. The good thing is the Paladin... Actually, maybe the Paladin is the one who will go up, because the Paladin has the most mobility, so let's do that. Nice, okay. That was good. We got a big hit at least. We didn't... You know, it didn't go quite the way I wanted, but at least we got some damage there. So then what we'll do is we'll move forward, and then we'll take our Rune Master, put him there. Yeah, I think between the Paladin and Dason we'll be okay. I mean, we could go here with the Mage, but then we could get poisoned, so I'd rather keep our Mage moving along. Alright, so then everybody else is going to just get across the river here. We will leave one of our ogres behind just as a rear guard for our mage. And the rest are going to advance like this. Again, we have to be mindful of our vision range. Oh, yeah, you know what? I shouldn't have moved next to the swamp. That was stupid of me. Nice, okay, at least we got the kill. Yeah, we're getting a little too spread out for my liking, which is not ideal. Okay, let's see. How much closer can we get without... Okay, I think we're okay to grab this. Yes. Okay, there. We can't really get any closer, though, or we will trigger this. So, at least we've got that village, however, which is good. Oya can now start moving down to assist. Now, his vision as a mounted unit, I think, is a little bit better, so we might need to keep him further back. Same goes for our Paladin. Alright, we're going to end it there. Ah, oh, that's annoying. Now we're going to... Yeah, there's the poison. Nice, okay, we dodged all of those. That's good. Gweddry's getting kind of smacked around pretty good here. Thankfully, Grug just being an absolute beast. Alright, well, here we might as well just get a kill. Let's just finish this unit off, and then we should evolve. Or level up, I should say. And we'll just do the extra hit points. Yeah, that's really nice. 89 health, that's great. I don't love Dason still being poisoned, but we better just get the finish here. There it is. We'll keep our Rune Master on the village to just get that healing. And then we need to get Gweddry out of danger here a little bit. So, you know what? Let's step up with our Bowmaster. Get the kill here. Nice. Okay, and then our White Mage can go right here, which is great. And Gweddry can get the kill with our crossbow. Perfect. And then we will move Grug back just to get that good healing. And then we can step up with Kruta and get Grog up here. There, that's pretty good. I mean, I don't love that these units got stuck kind of behind, but certainly could be worse. Okay, and our Halberd unit's going to just stay put on the village, and Oyak can hang out there. Now, up here, we can start grabbing these villages. Although, you know, I do want to kind of just get into the fight with these two, rather than keeping them back. Like, I could step up and start blasting here. You know what? Let's do that. We'll get in there to help. Nice, there we go. And we will take this village. Nice, we didn't get ambushed. That's great. And if this unit does get attacked, hopefully it'll just level up. But I guess we'll see. Okay. Yeah, the money situation really sucks. Like, look at this massive gold deficit we're working on here. I think we'll end it there. Yeah, and speaking of, there's another village captured. Okay, curing that poison. That's really good. We will step off here, cure Dason. And then I think what we'll do is we'll go like this and just hope that we don't get ambushed when we grab this. Nice, and we didn't. And then we can turn around and start getting back to where the fight's actually happening, so. Oh, that's absolutely horrible, and we're on a bad tile. Okay, our paladin's gonna have to help here. There's no other way. Okay, well, at least this one's in rough shape. And light beam it, hopefully. Good. Okay, now there's just one. Unfortunately, that means our healer's probably going to get poisoned again, which is very annoying. That being said, I think we're still just doing the best we can. So let's move up with our Mage of Light. Being very mindful of the vision range here. Let's see. Grug can go like this. And like that. Okay, we're good. Whew. It's a little sketchy, but we're okay. And then our bowman can go here. There, that's really good. And then I'd say we're pretty good. We might just want to wait a turn or two to let our units kind of heal a bit more, get up closer. And then I think we can initiate this fight. Hopefully it's going to go okay, but I won't lie, it makes me pretty nervous. Especially we know that's a skeletal dragon in there. Okay, we'll end it. Oh, there, our poor village is getting captured. Yeah, there's the poison. Oh my god. Okay, well, I do want to get rid of this poison, but I also need to get rid of these units, so just seeing what would be. I think we just get the kill here. Yeah, and then we get the kill here. There we go. Alright, and now we got to get this diviner down to the village to heal. It sucks because that means this unit is basically out of the fight for a little while, so I think we'll end it here. This is a good spot to end the episode. It's a little short, but we got a fair bit accomplished. We've got almost everybody over, ready to start the battle here with the what we already know is a skeletal dragon. We just have a few units straggling that are kind of in rough shape. Our paladin can get in here very quickly. It's mostly Dason, our rune master, and our mermaid healer that can't get over there as easily. So we can start moving this one over before I finish up. We will save it here. Call this part 3. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.